Have you ever been so hurt by your own family that it made you question your place in the world? That's exactly what happened to me, and it changed everything I thought I knew about love, loyalty, and myself. I discovered I had been excluded from my sister's wedding while standing at a summer family gathering, clutching a flimsy plate of lukewarm pasta salad. The weight of it felt heavier than its contents, as if it carried the crushing truth. I no longer mattered to the people I loved most. They assumed my absence wouldn't hurt me. It was a cruel irony I couldn't ignore. The day was sweltering. Humidity clung to my skin like a second layer, making every movement feel sticky and slow. I moved through the chaos of my aunt's annual reunion, tables stacked with iced tea, coolers overflowing with cold bottles, and potato salad sweating under the sun. A soft country tune drifted from a speaker, nearly drowned out by the laughter and shrieks of children chasing each other around an inflatable castle. I was 32, single, and had always been the anchor for my sisters, the one who held everyone together when life got messy. Through our father's death, through my younger sister Mara's anxious breakdowns, through countless late-night calls when she feared her fiancé, Lucas, was unfaithful. I had been her constant. I sent her money for overdue bills, gifted her blankets during sleepless nights, and reminded her endlessly that she was strong enough to survive anything. So when my cousin Nina, holding a burger with casual indifference, asked, "Are you traveling for the big occasion?" I froze. "What occasion?" I asked, my voice barely steady. She laughed, thinking I was joking. "The wedding. My sister Mara was getting married, and I wasn't invited." My throat tightened. My heartbeat raced like a frantic drum. I forced a smile, muttered something about checking the appetizers, and fled to my car. The roar of the air conditioning was a small relief against the suffocating heat and my spiraling thoughts. I stared at my drooping pasta salad, absurd yet somehow symbolic of the emptiness I felt. Mara wasn't just my sister. She was my confidante, my heart outside my chest. I had protected her through grief, guided her in her teenage years, held her through Lucas's betrayals. And yet, when the moment that should have included me arrived, I was nowhere on the list. 2 days later, I called my mother, Lena. Not in anger. I wasn't ready for that, but to hear the truth. "Mara's getting married?" I asked, voice trembling. There was a pause. "Yes, we weren't sure you could attend," she said casually, as if discussing the weather.
Attends.
I had never been informed. My chest tightened. "Oh, Lena, don't be so theatrical," she added with a soft laugh. That word cut deeper than she could imagine, echoing past dismissals at my father's memorial during my career collapse, every time I had sought acknowledgement and been brushed aside. "She wanted an intimate ceremony," my mother added. "But I am family. I am kin. I have always been kin." I longed to cry, but no tears came. Instead, a strange clarity settled over me. I was the one they could discard. I didn't post complaints. I didn't confront Mara. I simply booked a flight to Iceland. I told no one. Not colleagues, not friends, not even Amara, my dearest confidant. I vanished. At dawn, I arrived at a secluded cabin in a volcanic valley. Moss covered the roof, the lake mirrored every muted shade of the sky, and the air carried the scent of earth and distant rain. For the first time in years, I felt unburdened. I ignored my phone, sitting by the window, watching clouds drift across the water and the sunlight slowly spill over the volcanic rocks. On the second day, I shared a fleeting image on my story, myself in a thick coat by a glacial lagoon. No words. Moments later, I knew they had seen it. I pieced together Mara's wedding from social media, a tagged venue near Syracuse, snippets from a relative's toast, photos of laughter and chaos. That Saturday, I watched the sunrise over the lake, picturing Mara in her ivory dress, my mother Lena quietly crying, Lucas standing tall, and a vacant seat that should have been mine. 3 days later, my phone exploded with messages, voicemails, and missed calls. Mara, my mother Lena, even old friends, I couldn't escape them. Amara sent a link without comment. I opened it. The chaos unfolded. The maid of honor screamed. Makeup streaked down her face, tossing a bouquet, not in celebration but in fury. "You betrayed me with him," she shrieked. Lucas froze, hands raised to quell the storm. And then the clip ended. I replayed it once, twice, then set my phone aside. Outside, the lake remained still, serene, untouched. Messages poured in, frantic and broken. "We're mortified. Please come back. You've always been our rock." But their words didn't ask if I was hurt. They wanted me to repair the chaos as I always had. Finally, Mara wrote, "I know I hurt you. I need you." Her words stung, not for their falsity, but for their tardiness. I didn't respond. I was no longer their cornerstone, their savior. I was ice, serene, unyielding, eternal. That night, I posted one final image of the horizon, a faint blush of light kissing the glacier's edge.
No caption.
They saw. They understood. For the first time, I chose myself. Reclaiming your soul sometimes means stepping away from the people you love. It means finding stillness and clarity in solitude. It means realizing that being discarded by those you've protected doesn't define your worth. And perhaps, just perhaps, it means finally feeling free. If this story resonated with you, share your own journey in the comments. Have you ever had to step away to reclaim your strength? Like, share, and subscribe for more stories about choosing yourself.